the flute of Pan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So he's out there in the fields, tall grass in the fields covers the lower part of his body. In many of the cultures in this area, Bedouin culture, Greek culture, Middle Eastern culture, the ones who are with the flock is a young woman. Okay, they're tending the sheep out in the field, a young woman. She goes into the field with her sheep, it's boring. All of a sudden she hears this beautiful music, somebody's playing the pan flute. She's attracted by the music. All of a sudden she sees this beautiful man out there. So she comes closer and closer, and all of a sudden she sees the lower part of his body and she panics. That's where the word is from, the word panic. It has to do with the word pan. You see, the Romans, when they were writing about these Jewish people, because they were super confused with Jews. You see these beautiful temples that they had, and every possibility they had, they would put up a temple. There would be statues and sculptures and all kinds of stuff and wonderful things and beautiful things to look at. And then they had this temple in Jerusalem. You know, what was in the temple in Jerusalem? A statue of Moses? No. Statue of God? No. Statue of something else? No. You had pomegranates. You had grapes. Okay, that decorations would be the 7 species: wheat, barley, pomegranates, grapes, dates, palms, stuff like that. What are these guys up to? You know, the Romans did not understand what on earth is wrong with these guys. What's wrong with these guys? They were sure something was wrong with them because they were so super stubborn. They didn't want to realize that the Romans had conquered the land, and they had to give in, and they had to start to worship, you know, all the gods, and turn away from this simple little place in Jerusalem. Well, it wasn't too simple actually. Herod had built it to make impression on the Romans, but they didn't understand what was going on. But you know, it says in the book of Genesis that you should not make any images, any human images. So the Jews didn't make any human images. Okay? That's the sanctuary that used to be here. Of course, Caesarea Philippi was much bigger than this little excavated area that you can see today. This is to be the capital of the north, belonging to Herod Philip, one of Herod's sons, up in the northern part of the country that he was in charge of. And if you pay attention as we go out from the side, as we go out from the entrance gate to this national park, you will see that they've done digs on the other side of the road. It goes on and on. But this was a dwelling place to lots of people. It was a time when people wanted to dwell in cities and towns. And of course here the city could be big. Why? Why?
Water.
Water.
Yeah.
And there were lots of water. You see, the size of the village or the city had to do with how much water, how many people you could feed the water with.
Wow.
If there were too many people, not enough for everyone to drink, not enough for everyone to have a shower, they didn't have showers. But whenever they wanted to do something more than just drink water, they had to move and to build another village in a different place. And that's the reason when we go up on the Golan Heights, that's the reason why there were so many small villages before 67. Syrian villages that people had to flee because of the water sources. All these natural small water sources coming up everywhere. Okay.